Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2026 ski test. Got a Nordica Steadfast 80 for you today. This ski returns structurally unchanged from last year. We do get a new graphic. This is the double core model, and that technology has really come a long way in a short time, starting out in the Wild Bell series and then moving right on up into the Doberman line. So really interesting how that double core technology has filtered up. Normally we see kind of these more front side and all mountain technologies filtering down from race room, but nice to have that experimentation, and skiers actually really like it. So this is a really well-rounded 80 millimeter underfoot ski. It does have more of a front side feel to it because of the system binding, a little bit more squared off tip and tail shape, but overall it's really friendly front side ski. And I think that opens it up a little bit to off-piste. So if you're looking for bumps or trees, especially if there's not fresh snow, I think that there's a lot to like about this ski. And yet it still has a really strong edge hold and a very, very sturdy feel, mostly due to that double core technology. So 2 layers of wood, so horizontal layers of wood separated by a pulse core laminate. So that pulse core is an elastomer material, and when those 2 layers work in conjunction with that pulse core, it really smooths things out. There is a minimum amount of chatter and vibration in the Steadfast skis, or any ski that uses this double core technology at all, as opposed to vertical stringers, which still work great and deliver a lot of energy and power. These skis with the double core just feel incredibly smooth and predictable, especially when they incorporate that pulse core laminate into the ski for sure. We also get Marker's TP211 system binding here. Just adds value and makes things easier. These Steadfast 80s are all about making it easy for intermediate level skiers to get out there and enjoy the hill. I think there's also a progressing beginner component here, someone who's looking to buy their first pair of skis, wants something nice that's going to help them progress. Intermediate, solid all throughout. And then you can also be an advanced or even an expert skier who's just looking for this type of 80 millimeter underfoot system ski. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And we've had a lot of experts in our test and on our media days that have been on this and thoroughly enjoyed it. But yeah, really interesting skis, coming back again, really harnessing in that double core technology and making that an emphasis for sure. This is the 174. We're at a 15.3 meter turn radius, so short to mid-range is where it likes to be, but you can definitely tell that there's that thicker wood core component, and they do have kind of a heftier weight and feel to them when they're in your hand. So longer camber, relatively flat, and then just a little bit of tip and tail rocker to help with turn initiation and completion. I think kind of the bigger story here though is that wider shovel with minimal taper. This is going to hook into a turn and bring you into the turn really easily and nicely. And then kind of a flatter tail with not as much taper. So it's a little bit narrower as well. Really allows the skier to steer their way through and manipulate the turn shape and style with greater ease, as opposed to something that's more squared off that's going to lock you in. So definitely more that's kind of where you see that intermediate level, pop up, is because a lot of skiers that are kind of learning and progressing in that carved turn don't really want the ski to do all the work. They need to learn how to steer the ski, and having that slightly narrower tail goes a long way in that regard. So pretty interesting stuff for sure from a shaping perspective. We got some tester feedback here from our ski test. Zach Arvin says it's easy edge to edge, holds an edge very well through turns. I'd recommend groomers for this ski. It's not the most playful, so it might not be the most fun in trees or bumps, especially for a more intermediate skier who this ski is geared towards. Yeah, I totally agree. If you're going to be using this as a bump ski, you should probably have some type of skill or background in moguls. I do think that they're really good for bumps, but if you're in that progressing beginner range, might be on the stiff side a little bit. But overall, very easy to turn, especially on groomers. and just incredibly fun and rewarding. So make sure you check out this Nordica Steadfast 80 here at SkiEssentials.com, and we'll see you out there on the hill. Bye.